Hey y'all, Gregor here with a brand new video. This video is for newer Snap players wondering which cards they should try to be getting as they work towards completing Series 3. Series 3 cards start becoming available around collection level 486 and above. You get to claim one free Series 3 card per month in your shop. Take this into consideration. I want to make this video as we have done similar vids, but for Series 5 cards, especially since Second Dinner released their final series drops of 2024. I asked Twitter and Blue Sky if they had to choose the top 12 Series 3 cards a new player should prioritize, what would they be? And I was looking for cards that provide flexibility or open accessible deck archetypes. This is what we came up with. I hope you find this video helpful. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment so the video is pushed out to more snappers like yourself. Thank you all for watching. Up first, we have Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde is a fantastic one-cost card. Her ability is when this returns to your hand +1 power, return at the start of each turn. You can use her with like mid-range decks in combination with Angela. You can use her really if you just need a flexible one drop in general. You can use her on like Hope Summers to ramp out extra energy. You can use her with Thena. I know those are some other bigger cards further down the line, but she's a fantastic one card. Up next, we have Shadow King. Shadow King is a 2-drop. He is on reveal. Reset all cards here to their original power. Absolutely fantastic tech option to have. 2 cost, 2 power. Basically, you will find that people will be buffing their cards in a single lane with Shuri, or they will just get bigger and bigger, like Bishop against the bounce deck. You can lay down Shadow King at 2 cost and lower those cards back to their original stats. Fantastic card. Worth getting. You use him throughout. After Shadow King, I would recommend Patriot. Patriot is a 3 cost and 1 power. Patriot is an ongoing card. Your cards with no abilities have +2 power. There are a lot of different cards with no abilities. You have cards like Brood, Mr. Sinister. You have cards like the Skrulls from Skrull Girl, Dr. Doom and Doombots, Ultron and the bots from Ultron. And Zoo is also a very powerful deck type early on. So you can use Patriot with those kind of Zoo lists as well. Absolutely fantastic. You can use him a lot. And especially if you combo him with other ongoing like Patriot into Mystique or Onslaught on top of that. After Patriot, we have Magik. Magik is a fantastic card, especially if you want to extend the game for longer. You can make it so there are 7 turns instead of 6. On reveal, replace this location with Limbo. Doesn't work after turn 5. Magik allows you to do bigger and better combos. She extends the round for you, so there's that Limbo. You can get rid of a location you don't like at the same time. She's also a 3-drop, so you can use her in combination with Silver Surfer. After Magik, we have Rogue. Rogue, another tech option. Rogue is really kind of a no-you card. On reveal, steal the text from an enemy ongoing card here. She will steal a Patriot's ability or a like Omega Red, Law, Onslaught, Super Skrull, any of those she can steal. And especially if it's a card that they rely heavily on, you can turn the game in your favor with her ability. Really worth grabbing. Also, again, another 3-drop, so she works in combination with Silver Surfer. After Rogue, we have Silver Surfer, who I was talking about. Highly recommend for just like on reveal combos that you can do with him. On reveal, give your other 3-cost cards +2 power. You can use him in combination with Wong or Brood. You can get the Brood value. You can Absorbing Man after, so you can get 2 Silver Surfers. You can use Magik to make it so there's a turn 7, so you can go on the last turn, you could go Wong, Silver Surfer, Absorbing Man, and if you have Sera in there, even cost reduction. Silver Surfer is very, very powerful, especially if you don't have a high collection level, and he can potentially get you to infinite even. Now, Silver Surfer is also one of those cards that would be affected by Shadow King, so that's something good to know. Just make sure you understand priority. Check out one of my other vids where I go over priority and turn resolution. Probably worth checking out. Up next, we have Luke Cage, another fantastic tech option. Luke Cage is a tech against affliction decks. So Hazmat, Scorpion, any of that. His ability is ongoing. Your cards can't have their power reduced. Make it so a card like Anti-Venom doesn't even hurt you. You get a 0-cost card and then they go back to their original power level. Luke Cage, I think, has a lot more value, especially as we're seeing more affliction decks within the meta. One of my favorites. I always like to include him. You know, you'll probably see Luke Cage within a lot of the decks that I run. After Luke Cage, we have Venom. This is a tough one. It was a top toss-up between Venom and Agent Coulson. Venom is great within Destroy. Destroy is pretty accessible. The cards that you're going to want to get are going to be Deadpool, Venom, and then also Death. Those are the Series 3 cards that you need to make him work in combination. Really good card. Destroy, again, is, and it kind of always has been, decent. Destroy is always decent. There are a lot of locations that benefit Destroy, and Venom is just a cool card in general, so one that you're going to want to grab. After Venom, we have Wong. Wong is 4 cost 2 power. He's ongoing. Your on-reveal abilities happen twice here. He's great in combination with other cards that have good on-reveals, like Silver Surfer, like Absorbing Man, like Odin, like Gambit. Like, you could put so many different cards on Wong and get wombo combos. White Tiger, you could just do so much with him. He allows you to do a lot. Just know that he is vulnerable. You can get Red Guardian, you could get Rogue, you could get Enchantress, you could get Cosmo. There's a lot of different ways to shut him down. He is a card that you are going to want to have in your arsenal of different cards. And combo cards are very easy to use. It can get you very far. You can hit infinite with combos. X. Dr. Doom, another great card that you can play on top of him. You're going to want to have Wong. He's one of my faves. And then we have Sera. Sera is a ongoing card that gives you cost reduction. Cards in your hand cost 1 less. You can do Sera into Mystique, get a second Sera. You can do Sera into Onslaught, double the effects of Sera. She's great, allowing you to do a very, very big play last turn 6 or turn 7 if you have Magik out. She is fantastic. Sera doesn't see as much play now, but I still think like Sera control style decks are still solid. Very, very good plays. You can use Sera in combination with Surfer. You can use Sera in combination with like Tribunal. She's a great card to have, and you can put her into a lot of different stuff. Now we get to our 6 drops. The 2 6 cost cards that I would recommend that you have. These ones are very big. Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is 6/5 on reveal, add a 5 power Doombot to each other location. He goes wide. I like to think of him like the 6 power Skrull Girl, but he puts out Doombots instead of squirrels. This is another card. The Doombots would get the ability of Patriot, which we mentioned earlier, so they would get +2 power for the bots. And if there's a location that you can't get into, you can use Dr. Doom to get into those locations, like Sanctum Sanctorum or other locations that you wouldn't normally be able to play into. Death, for example, Death's Domain. Fantastic card. He goes wide. And then we have my favorite 6 cost card, Series 3, and that's Magneto. Magneto is so disruptive. He's a disruptive card. He goes very tall at 6'12". He moves on reveal, move all enemy 3 and 4 costs to this location. You can mess up a Surfer play big time if they have Wong, moves Thor, moves Beta Ray Bill. There's so many cards that fall into the 3 and 4 costs. The very last turn, you can mess up their entire play, especially if you have priority last turn. Just move them all into a single lane and then just, that's it. That's game. GG's. Magneto has probably won me more games than almost any other card in Snap. He's so strong. So those are the 12 that I would recommend that you prioritize first and foremost. I've made another 12 that should be your secondary priority. So again, these are based off of what I was able to gather from Twitter and Blue Sky, from people's responses, and also my own personal opinion. First up, we have Psylocke. Psylocke is a 2 cost 2 power, is a ramp card on reveal. Next turn, you get +1 energy. Psylocke is fantastic because you can use her to get into a 4 cost card. Play Psylocke on 2, play a card like Mr. Negative on 4, Super Skrull on 4, Galacta on 4. There's so many different cards that you can use to get into 4 drop, or you could use her to get into a 5 drop if you play her on turn 3. So she's just a way for you to get extra energy. She is the ramp card of choice at 2. Worth having, very flexible, able to put her into a lot of different lists. Psylocke's fantastic. Definitely worth grabbing if she shows up for you. Up next, we have Mystique. Mystique is a card that combos with other ongoing cards. You can use Mystique in combination with Iron Man, Wong. You can use her in combination with Onslaught, Sera. There's so many different ongoing cards. You just play her after the fact, and you get that character's ability. Gore the God Butcher. You can make some crazy good plays with Mystique. After Mystique, we have Brood. Brood does 2 different things. Brood is a 3 cost, so it works in combination with Silver Surfer. But also, the Broodlings do not have any abilities, so they get the value of cards like Patriot. So you could do Broodling into a card like Absorbing Man. So you would generate 2 Broodlings. So again, he's a 3 cost, 2 power. On reveal, add 2 Broodlings here with the same power. So if you buff him, they will have the same power as the Broodling. So you could do a Broodling, and then you could do Absorbing Man after the fact. Get 2 additional Broodlings at the same power as the Absorbing Man, and then you can Silver Surfer at the end and buff them. Very strong card. Very easy way for you to basically overwhelm your opponent and win a lane. Next up, we have Negasonic. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Negasonic Teenage Warhead is a great card when you take Pryde early on, because you can use it in a way to basically get tempo, where you play before they drop a card, whatever their card may be, that card is going to be destroyed, and now you have a 3/3 there at that location, and they have basically lost a turn. Really good 3 cost. Again, another card that works within Silver Surfer if you need it, but can fit into a variety of different decks. After Negasonic, we have Juggernaut, another very good flexible 3 cost, so works in Silver Surfer. He's 3 cost, 3 power. On reveal, move away all enemy cards played here this turn. So he will, regardless of if he has priority or not, he moves them out of the lane. You usually save him for later in the game. Works with Silver Surfer. So at the end of the game, if they're doing a combo like with Wong or something, and you have priority, you can play it right into that lane, move all of them away from that location so they don't get the extra on reveals. He can often be a game winner for you. Very, very strong, very flexible, works into a lot of different types of decks. Next up, we have Beast. Beast is 3 cost, 5 power. On reveal, return your other cards here to your hand. They cost 1 less next turn. Beast is used within bounce decks, so you have a lot of lower cost cards, usually like 1 cost cards like Rocket Raccoon that have on reveals. They come back into your hand. You can do a secondary set of on reveals. You can use them in combination with like Bishop and things, where the more cards you play per turn and you keep playing cards will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Beast is great if you are hoping to do the bounce archetype in combination with like Mysterio. There's so many different bounce decks. Bounce crazy strong. Highly recommend getting Beast into your arsenal of cards that you have available. Next up, we have Wave. 3 cost, 5 power. On reveal, all cards cost a maximum of 4 until the end of the turn. You can use her to get out very big cards for less. You play her on 3. You can get Galactus out for 4. You could get Ultron out for 4. You could get Onslaught out for 4. And her stat line is really good too. Then we have Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative is 4 cost, -1 power. On reveal, swap the power and cost of all cards in your deck. Mr. Negative is a really strong card, but he doesn't have a high win rate. He has a high cube rate. So if you can get your combo going, this would be an example of a card that works in combination with Psylocke. So you would Psylocke onto Mr. Negative on 3, and now you have a 0/5 Iron Man, or you have a 0/6 Arnim Zola. He's a really good card. Very, very fun to play. I'm a big fan of Mr. Negative decks. After Mr. Negative, we have Super Skrull, another 4 cost card. This one is 2 power. Ongoing has the ongoing effects of all enemy cards. Super Skrull is the master of mirror matchups. So if you are playing like a Tribunal list and they are also playing a Tribunal list, Super Skrull is going to be the thing that wins you that mirror matchup, because he is going to steal all of their ongoings and boost you past the point if they do not have a Super Skrull. I'm using Super Skrull in my Doom 2099 deck, again, for mirrors. If they have Doom 2099 bots as well, I get their ongoings, and I am going to outvalue them if they do not have a Super Skrull. After Super Skrull, we have Absorbing Man, another combo card. You can combo him with any on reveal. On reveal, if the last card you played has an on reveal, copy its text. Think of this similar to Mystique, but he does this with an on reveal card. You can use him with Silver Surfer. You can use him with really any on reveal card that you can get value. You could turn him into Juggernaut. So he's very, very versatile, works into a variety of different decks, and he is always going to kind of have a spot. He's played quite often. Definitely worth grabbing. And then we get to our 6 costs. We have Ultron here. 6 cost, 8 power. On reveal, deploy 4 2-power drones to each other location. This card works fantastic. Patriot, just a very, very strong card that allows you to fill all your lanes at the end. You could do Patriot into Mystique, so you have 2 Patriots. Those 2-power drones would be then getting plus 4 power, so you can make some very, very big drones with this card. Just be aware of things like Cosmo or other things that might shut you down, like Goliath. And then lastly, we have Death. Death is a Series 3 card I recommend for those destroyed deck archetypes. Very, very strong, worth getting in combination with like Deadpool, Deathlock, Venom, Carnage, all of those cards. Death's ability, she's 8 cost, 12 power, but she costs 1 less for each card destroyed this game, so you can get her for close to nothing if you are consistently destroying your cards. Thank you to our monthly KoFi subscribers. For $10 a month, you can support the stream as well as our many giveaways that we do in the Discord. You will also get shoutouts on all of my YouTube videos. So big shout out to Calvin Rankin and Ninja Panda. Thank you guys for your continued support. If you are interested in doing so, I will include a link in the description, and you can help support and be a part of the community. I hope you found this video helpful. I had a fun time making it. More videos in the future. I'm hoping to create more kind of content for newer players. If you have any ideas or anything you would like to see in the future, let me know. Make sure to take care of yourself. Remember to eat food, drink water, take your meds, get enough sleep. Remember the world's better with you in it. I will catch you all next time. Have a good one.